What is up, everybody? Welcome to Jamestown. I'm James, and today we're going to talk about the law changes, market changes, and how you need to keep up with them in real estate to stay on top of your game. So make sure you stick around to the end of the video so you know exactly what to look out for, what to stay on top of, and make sure that your business doesn't fall by the wayside. Let's get into it. All right, so the first thing I want to talk about, since it's a huge thing that I promote and am a believer in, is SMS text marketing. Now, if you guys have watched my channel before, you know that the main way I contact direct to seller is by cold texting. It's a lot quicker and more efficient than cold calling. You can get through a lot more leads, and my scripts were pretty perfect for drawing people in and getting them to open up. Now, the problem is back in November of 2022, they changed the laws regarding how you can solicit people over text message. They added a whole list of keywords you can't use, which I'll pop up on the screen right here, as well as delivered down below in the description so you guys can take notice of that. They made it so you need to put in an opt-out message at the end of your text, and they made it so if you send too many text messages from the same numbers over a short period of time, you'll get flagged, banned, subsequently deleted. Now, as my returning viewers know, I used to text using a system called Dialpad. I had thousands of leads in there, so many conversations saved, and when I woke up about 2 weeks ago, it was deleted. It was gone, my texts were gone, all my leads that I had in there were gone, and I was pretty miserable. And this was the first time that I noticed I needed to start changing what I was doing in my business to keep up with the times. So since then, I have changed the way that I text, and I now text using REI Reply, which I do not like. I think it is overcomplicated and unnecessary, and there's a lot of stuff about it I'm not a fan of, but it does get the job done for what I need to do. So now I send batch text instead of texting one by one, and I send a pre-slated text template that does not have any of those keywords in it, does have the right stuff in it that it needs to have, and it sends them on a timer, so I send the right amount that I'm allowed to send. Now, this is not as ideal. My response rate is not as high as it used to be. I'm not getting as interested sellers as I used to get, but I am able to keep sending text messages, not get banned or deleted. Now, if I had known this ahead of time and paid attention to it and listened to the articles that came out regarding it, I would have known, switched what I was doing, not lost my Dialpad account, and not lost all of my leads. Now, to be a good real estate investor is not about having a good month or even having a good year. It's about changing with the times, month after month, year after year, staying up to date with everything, constantly evolving your business, and kicking ass. Another example of this is a couple of years ago, before I had started wholesaling, where they changed a law where in Illinois, you can only do one wholesale deal a year unless you have a real estate agent involved in the deal. Now, this is something I did not know right in the beginning when I first started, and my attorney had to point out to me. And I'm letting you guys know because I'm sure there's other regulations in other states that you need to pay attention to. Now, it's not to say they're gonna be the same as the laws in Illinois. I recommend if you're just starting out wholesaling, spend an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours reading through the laws regarding it where you plan to do business. This is also something that if you don't pay attention to 5, 6, 7 deals down the road, you might owe $100,000 in fines or possibly get thrown in jail, and that's not what we want. Another example of this is bonus depreciation. I'm not going to go into great detail, but basically what that is it's a law that when you buy an investment property, you're allowed to write off the depreciation that accrues every year, a big chunk of it right when you buy your property. So if you bought a $200,000 house, you might be able to write off 40, 50, 60 grand right up front that first year and basically eliminate your taxes. Now, this is one of the huge benefits to being a real estate investor and owning rental properties. And now this is going down 20% year by year. You were able to do a certain amount of bonus depreciation last year. It went down to 80% this year. And then next year it'll be 60%, 40%, 20% until it's eventually phased out. So knowing this, you should buy as many rentals as you can, as soon as you can, so you can have the tax benefits for as long as you can. Now, if you guys want more information on this, I suggest you go look it up. Leave a comment down below if you want me to make a video about it. But all I know, I'm hustling to get some rentals in 2023. And if you're liking this video so far, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel so I can keep giving you free content like this. Now, last but not least is the market shift. Now, when I was in Vegas a few weeks ago at Ryan Pineda's Tyke Summit, I was able to talk to some big people like Brian Davila, Jamil Damji, and people that know what they're doing and have been in the industry a long time. And what I've learned is that because of the downturn of the market, it's a lot harder to do direct-to-seller marketing. Now, direct-to-seller marketing, they already don't trust you when you hit them up. You're not a real estate agent, you're just a guy. So when you contact them and you're on the phone and you're telling them that their property's not worth what it used to be because of the market, they're not inclined to believe you and they think you're just trying to get their house for cheap. So like Jamil Damji said, you should probably focus your efforts on agent outreach and trying to wholesale on market properties, because when you're working with an agent and they're talking to the seller, they're able to explain the market downturn to the seller. They're able to explain why their house isn't worth as much as they thought, and the seller's going to be more inclined to trust them because they're a real estate agent. So this isn't something that I took into account at all in 2023. Now it's almost February and I have yet to do a wholesale deal. Now I was doing direct to seller marketing, dumping thousands of dollars into Facebook leads, thousands of dollars into skip tracing lists from Propstream, and I was not getting any traction. The downturn in the market is something known pretty quick by real estate investors, but that knowledge doesn't trickle down and sink into sellers for a couple months after the fact. I've recently stopped doing Facebook ads, scaling back my direct to seller marketing, and I'm putting a lot of effort into on-market agent outreach to look for deals there. Now this is a new territory for me, but to be good at real estate investing, you gotta up your game, stay with the times, be adaptable and ready to change. And if you guys missed my video all about my 2023 method changes to my business and how I'm adapting, I got that video for you right here. All right guys, so that's it. I hope I was able to shed some light on why you need to be adaptable and why you need to be ready to change, because the laws of real estate are constantly changing, the methods of real estate are constantly changing, and the market is constantly changing. So if you're a one-trick pony or you're only doing one thing, you're gonna fail or you're gonna get in trouble. So if you guys found this video helpful, let me know down below in the comments, give me a like and subscribe to the channel so I can keep putting out free content like this for you to enjoy. You're in Jamestown now, so relax, take some notes, and let's make some fucking money.